Do you want to become more effective in leading your family? Hi, this is Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now. We all need to grow. In fact, if you don't feel like you're needing to grow, you're in pretty serious trouble. I went to a business conference for my office. It's been about a year and a half ago, and I noticed that there were some additional courses available, or workshops that were available before the main conference, and I saw one was on coaching your staff to success, and I thought that would be interesting, and so I forked out the extra money out of my own pocket to go to this workshop. And after it was all done, I kind of kicked the dirt and went, that was a waste of $200. But I've just recently reviewed my notes, and I thought, no, it wasn't a waste. In fact, I want to share with you some ideas about growing as a parent that came out of the workshop on coaching your employees. And so the employer or boss-employee relationship is not the parent-child relationship, but there are some principles that apply. And the first one has to do with knowing yourself as the leader. And a parent is a leader. And as time goes on, our role changes as our children grow from little to adulthood, and certainly in those transition years where they are rapidly transitioning to adulthood, our role is changing a lot. And quite often, parents forget to change. They keep trying to manage the teenagers or the preteens as they would their toddlers. And so I want to talk about those latter years and the mindset that we have to have as a coach. We've become less of a controller and more of a coach in those latter years. And there are some aspects of us knowing ourselves and growing in the areas where we can best develop our coaching ability. And so there was an exercise they made us do at this workshop, and I just saw my results, and so I thought I'd share it with you. The exercise was, it gave us a limited amount of time. It seemed like it was 3 minutes. They said, write down as many character traits that you can think of that you would work hard to embody in your life. Character traits. And I'm going to show you my results here in a minute. But so I had a limited amount of time, and the benefit to that was the fact that the things that come to your mind whenever you're trying to think of it rapidly, those are the things that are most important to you. And so those things come back to your mind. So set yourself a time. It seemed like we had 3 minutes, may have been 2 minutes, to write down as many character traits that you thought that you would like to embody in your life. And so, and then after we made this list, they said, okay, now we're going to give you another minute. Look at your list, and I want you to highlight 3 of them. And from that list, you will fairly well describe who you are as a leader and what are your strengths. And my paper just blew down here on the floor, so I'm going to have to bend over and get it. And my dogs came up here, so if they bump the camera, I'm sorry. But here's my paper. And you can see the question at the top was characteristics that I am committed to embody. And in this time period, I wrote down this list: clarity, integrity, kindness, consistency, dependability, on and on and on, creative and brave and dependable and informed and effective. And so I even wrote myself a little question off to the side: am I approachable? I thought that was a characteristic that was important. But at any rate, you can see where I starred 3 things, and at the bottom, I made this statement. They said, okay, from those 3, we want you to write down the description of who you are. I am and then put the 3 characteristics: kind, effective, and creative leader. And that's not completely who I am, but those are the values that rose to the top. And cream rises to the top. Those are the things that are most important and the sweetest in your life. And so this is an exercise I would encourage you to do as a parent. What are the characteristics, the qualities in your personal life that you want to live out before your children? Now, if you give yourself an unlimited amount of time, you're going to think of things on and on further down, down the list, so to speak. But in a short period of time, the things that are already within you as your strengths and the qualities of your life that can develop more rapidly, they'll come to the top. So don't give yourself an unlimited amount of time, but do that. What characteristics do I want to embody in my life? And that actually comes out in your parenting. And then identify the 3 top ones and say, that's who I am as a parent. And you are more likely to grow in those areas and to pass on those traits to your children, more so than others. You can still talk about the others and train your children in values, but it's helpful to know who you are as a person. What is the fabric of your life? So this little exercise, I think, is helpful to help you to know what kind of parent you are and what kind of parent you can become.